Hi everybody, I thought I would do a day in the life of a mum video. So this video will be in three parts. It is 5:30 in the morning at the moment, as you can see by how dark it is outside. I'm a very proud and happy mummy this morning because Jasmine slept through the night, the whole entire night for the first time. She went down to bed at 8 o'clock, her teeth were driving her crazy, and she woke there at 5 and had a bottle, didn't you? A big bottle. And now she's going to stay with mummy a little while. I'll show you what we're going to do. We'll go next door into the living room. This is Jasmine's room here, so it is a bit of a storage room at the minute, and her toys and all. She likes to come in here and play during the day on her new play mat. I got her over there, don't you? So she's just had a nappy change and just had her bottle peekaboo, and she's very happy and excited this morning to get going, aren't you? So none of Jeeves is dressed because normally at 5 a.m. Jasmine, after getting her bottle, and most times will go back to sleep, but this morning she hasn't. So when she doesn't go back to sleep, she just stays up with me. So most times I'll get up at 5 before she does, and I'll prepare bottles and stuff and get a start on the day ahead. But she's accompanying me this morning, aren't you? So as you can see, I'll just turn it around. I'll turn this up again and turn it round. This is me, no makeup, hair just up in a ponytail. Normally we get dressed mid-morning, don't we? The both of us. Where she goes down for another nap. If we're going out somewhere, she generally will just nap in the pram then, or sometimes she'll not take a mid-morning nap at all. It just depends what way she feels, doesn't it, my little pumpkin? Yes, and I hear Barney's claws. So generally, mummy gets up in the morning. I have to prepare bottles, feed the cat, tidy up the living room from whatever food and stuff has been left behind by the hubby from the night before. Get the dog fresh water. Usually I'll get a quick cup of coffee and sit down and have some God time, reading my Bible and praying and stuff like that. If I don't get that done this morning, then I generally get that done when I'm getting dressed, when Jasmine's down for her hour's nap. Although sometimes she only naps for half an hour. So I just have to fit in things whenever I can. Usually then when I'm about to sit down and have my coffee is when I hear Barney's feet, that's my dog, at the other side of the living room door. Then he decides to get up to go out for a pee and get his fresh water and his dentist stick. Isn't that right? Every time mummy goes to sit down, somebody else comes over and demands something, don't you? Yeah. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. So will we go next door now? And show everybody what we do. Yes, I'm gonna have to just go next door. I can't stop my camera, I can't pause it, which is why I'm having to do the video in three parts. So I'm just gonna walk you on through to the living room and set the camera up in there until I bring Jasmine through. Okay, so I have to be quiet because Ollie's still sleeping. He's off tomorrow, or today rather. He's off today, and today is my visiting day, so I'm going to visit a friend while he looks after. Good morning, Barney. While hubby looks after Jasmine for a couple of hours. That's Barney. Good morning, Barney. So I shall just set you down here. I'll set you up on this just until I bring Jasmine in, and then I shall lift the camera again. Probably that maybe has went all black because I didn't put it round the right way. So. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oops, pardon you. Pardon you. Are you alright? There you go. There you go. There. There's the toilet. Hey. There, keep that wee cloth beside you. You curl on the joint spun round the other way. And then you can watch arms better. We'll spin you around this way today, will we? Whee! There you go. There. Good girl. Sorry about that. Should have set you up the other way. Let's see if I can get this back out again without wrecking the whole thing. So we're now in the living room, and I've turned Jasmine around the other way. She goes in the play mat for a couple of hours, don't you? And watches CBeebies. Her favourite on CBeebies is Bing, Twirly Woos, and the Teletubbies. Isn't that your favourite? Yes, and then she likes to watch the Little Wendy cartoon on Mummy's Horse and Country channel, don't you? So she'll lie there quite happily now, since she's had her nappy changed in her bottle. She'll lie there for about an hour or so, watching the TV and playing with her toys, so that allows me to get other things done. I've already done Barney's water this morning and give the living room a quick tidy. So now Barney needs to go out for a pee-pee. Let's go. Let's go. Now watch, because Shadow's out here eating his dinner I just gave him. Here you are. So don't disturb him. Oh, he's finished his dinner. Okay, you do pee-pee, Barnes, and leave that balloon alone. Leave the balloon alone, it'll burst. Somebody's put a balloon in here. Sorry this is dark, but this is us outside at nearly 6 a.m. in the morning, and Barney's doing a pee. So now we get Barney his dentist stick. It's Barney's bed. He sleeps in during the day when Mummy and Jasmine's out. Generally speaking, when Barney gets up in the morning, sometimes he'll go back to bed again after getting his dentist stick until maybe around about 9 o'clock or whatever, whenever Jasmine gets up a second time. But usually during the day, Barney goes wherever me and Jasmine are, particularly Jasmine. So if me and Jasmine's in the playroom, her room playing, then that's where Barney will be too. He'll be lying on the mat beside us. Wherever she goes, he goes. He's always been like that with me, and now he's doing the same with her, which is great. So generally what I do at this time in the morning, I'm just going to open this door again so I can hear her shouting if she needs me. Isn't that right? She lays quite happily there in the living room, and then my kitchen's just through here, so I can quite easily check on her. And actually most of the time when she needs something, she just lets a gulder out of her anyway. Don't you? You just let a gulder out of you. So Barney will have his dentist stick. Normally what I would do now is I would prepare the bottles. At the minute I've just her water to sort out here, her cool boiled water for the day, and then this is some more cool boiled water I keep just in case I need it, and also for preparing bottles later on. But as it happens, because Jasmine didn't stop for any bottles last night, I now have 3 bottles already prepared and in the fridge. I generally make my bottles up at 8 o'clock every night when Jasmine goes to bed. Normally she goes to bed between 6 and 8. If she's really tired and we've been out for the day, she generally goes to bed at 6 after she has near enough a full bottle, and she'll sleep maybe about 6 to 7 hours. She was sleeping 8 hours the last night, and then tonight she slept right through, which is brilliant. These bottles, I love these bottles, are the MAM bottles. They're the Easy Active bottles. At the start, when she was colicky, I used the anti-colic bottles, which were very good, apart from one thing. Because of the holes in the bottom of them, you weren't able to, put them into a jug of water, say, to heat them up and stuff. So it was very hard when she was looking a bottle on the dot at the right temperature to have it warmed for. But thankfully now that she's nearly 15 weeks, she's grew out of her colic, so now we're able to use these bottles here. I just like them because they're a nice size. They're not too big, not too small. They have really good, easy to read markings on them. You can get them in nice colours. This is the purple ones. You can also get them in pink and blue, and they're quite easy to sterilise. This is actually a Tommy Tippy steriliser here, a microwave steriliser. My bottles, even though they're MAM, fit perfectly in here with the lid closed. So it's really good. I'm just going to put this bottle back in the fridge again. So as I said, I haven't actually got any bottles to prepare this morning because those 3 bottles will stay fresh until 8 p.m. tonight. So all I have to do now is to sort out my cool boiled water and grab a cup of coffee and see if she'll let me sit down and say some prayers and stuff. Generally after that then, after about maybe 2 hours, she'll start getting a bit tired and I'll go down for her mid-morning nap, and she generally sleeps maybe for about half an hour to an hour. And then after that, well, while she's sleeping, I'll get dressed and different things and get ready, pardon me, to go out this morning. And then I'll get her dressed then when she gets up, and then she'll stay up after that. And then Daddy will have to get up to look after her because Mummy's going visiting today, isn't she? Kiki! Hi! Yeah! Did you have a good big sleep? Yeah! Look at them fists. I got those fists last night. I beat round my face because her teeth were driving her crazy and I was trying to get her over to sleep. So I got biffed with them fists, didn't I? Yes, and she even was pulling Daddy's face when he tried to put her to sleep as well. Little monkey, aren't you? Now, Mummy's going to go and grab her coffee, and we'll do part 2 later on. At lunchtime, yes. So generally speaking, when we're going out somewhere, there's Barnes. He's never far away. He always sits somewhere where he can keep an eye on her, and when she squeaks, or the wee squeaker and the Lamazay toy, he comes running to make sure she's all right. there's such good company for each other. So generally, if we're going out somewhere, and usually is in the morning times, I generally try to take her out twice a day in the pram. You know, in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon or the evening again, particularly in the evening if she's not settling. I find taking her out in the pram helps her to wind down a little bit. Doesn't it, Jasmine? Yeah, but now she's full of energy and very active, as you can see. I'm going to give this boy a biffing here, aren't you? And watch her programs, and she's got her cloth beside her, not for spews, but for drool at the minute because she's teething. She's got about maybe 2 to 4 teeth coming down there, which is making her a little grumpy at times. And also she's blowing raspberries at the minute. This is her favourite thing to do now, isn't it, sweetheart? Blowing raspberries. So the things we go to is the parent and toddler groups, which are now starting in September. Also Joe Jingles, hopefully. And she also has a boyfriend, so she does, and we go out every other week or so with him. So we do, don't we? He's only 4 weeks old. Jasmine here is, as I say, nearly 15 weeks, and she now weighs 10.3 compared to her birth weight of 5.2. So she's done extremely well, and she's still doing extremely well, aren't you? You know, I'm very, very blessed that she is such a very happy and content baby. And, you know, she's doing really well, aren't you? So we shall go now. I'll grab my coffee and do the cool boiled water. Oh yes, another thing she likes is Peter Rabbit and Mr. Tumble. And the other program that Mr. Tumble does. I can't remember what it's called. She likes that too, don't she? And watching the horses, don't you? And there's wee Barnes. You'll need a hairbrush, won't you? You need your hair brushed. Yes, he needs his hair brushed. So I shall go grab my coffee now, and then we'll come back for part 2. See you all soon. Bye.